Welcome back to another episode of Current Affairs MCQs. Staying updated with current affairs is essential for success in any competitive exam. Let's discuss today's questions on recent happenings around the world. Consider the following with reference to Private Final Consumption Expenditure, PFCE. 1. The PFCE refers to the total value of goods and services consumed by households within a country in a given period. 2. It includes both durable and non-durable goods, as well as services like education and healthcare. 3. PFCE forms a significant component of India's GDP, often contributing more than 55% to the total. 4. Expenditures by non-profit institutions serving households, NPIs, are also included under PFCE. How many of the above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. All 4. Answer: C. 1, 2, and 3 only. Statement 1 is correct. Private Final Consumption Expenditure, PFCE, is defined as the total monetary value of all consumption goods and services purchased by households in an economy during a specific time period. Statement 2 is correct. PFCE covers durable goods, example refrigerators, cars, non-durable goods, example food, fuel, and services, example education, healthcare, transport, entertainment. Statement 3 is correct. In India, PFCE generally accounts for 55-60% of GDP, indicating a consumption-driven economy. This makes it a key indicator of economic health and consumer confidence. Statement 4 is incorrect. NPIs, example religious trusts, NGOs, charities, expenditures are recorded separately in national accounts. Which of the following statements are correct in respect of Arms Act, 1959? 1. It consolidates and amends the law relating to arms and ammunition in India. 2. It prohibits the acquisition and possession of firearms without a valid license. 3. It allows private citizens to own automatic weapons under special circumstances. Select the answer using the code given below. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. Answer: A. Statement 1 is correct. The Arms Act, 1959 was enacted to consolidate and amend the laws relating to arms and ammunition in India. Statement 2 is correct. Under this Act, no person can acquire, possess, or carry any firearm or ammunition unless he or she has a valid license issued by the competent authority. Statement 3 is incorrect. The Act prohibits the possession of automatic weapons by private citizens. Only the armed forces, police, or specially authorized persons, under exceptional government sanction, may possess such weapons.